What is going on, guys? This is Miasin. So we just got the full set spoiler for Phantom Nightmare, as well as a new card announced in Legacy of Destruction, and I will be reviewing everything today. But before we go any further, I'd really appreciate you if you could smash the like and subscribe button. There you go. Thank you. You're the best, honestly. That's all I can say. But yeah, the first card is Nightmare Apprentice, level 6 Dark Illusion. I feel like I've seen this before, huh? You can only special summon with the first effect once per turn, and you can only use the second effect once per turn. You can special summon this card from your hand by discarding one card. Again, that rings a bell. And if this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one illusion monster from your deck to your hand, except Nightmare Apprentice. This is a strict upgrade from... I forgot the name of the card, but it's kind of like a retrain of Dark Magician Girl. A card that searches Dark Magician from the deck to the hand, but this is infinitely better. It searches any illusion from the deck to the hand. It's kind of nice. You can search Mirror Swords Knight, which gets your branded Chimera, well, I mean, rather Chimera engine started, and that's already a good thing, and it doesn't lock you under anything, and it's a level 6 monster, which means potential Beatrice plays. There's already combos that I saw, like, online that you can do some really nasty things. This is a fantastic card, and it's also going to be getting better and better over time. I am a huge fan, and obviously the third effect, I don't even have to say it, because every single illusion monster outside of Diabelzi has this effect. I love this card. Solid 9 out of 10. I can't say anything bad. Okay, now we're moving into the imported cards from Phantom Nightmare, so these cards, we already know that they existed in the OCG. The only issue is that they kind of suck. So the first one is Three-Eyed Ghost. You can send this card from the field to the grave, add one level 10 dark monster from your deck to your hand. Hard ones per turn. Okay, this card sucks. Mystic Potato. Yeah, it's the exact opposite of Tomato. So when this card, well, if this card is destroyed by card effect and sent to the grave, you can special summon a dark monster with 1500 or less attack from your deck and attack, except Mystic Potato. This card does not suck because in Metal Foes, for example, you can go Metal Foes, scale, destroy Mystic Potato, and then summon Magician Souls from the deck. And then you're also setting your Metal Foes combination, and then you get to send your combinations and then trigger some nice, get some nice pluses. So I do like this card. Actually, I do think it has nice potential. If you have like another interesting dark monster that you can summon, it would be nice. Like Baobaboon, for example, another decent card that you could potentially summon and also destroy in Metal Foes. Yeah, the fact that it can't summon itself is a little bit of a turn-off, unfortunately, but still a very good card. Honestly, the only application for this card to be like insane, in my eyes at least, would be in Metal Foes. But yeah, I do like this card. Anyways, after that, we got Drunk Dragonlit. I'm not gonna read it. The effect is too long. And Ultimate Offering. I'm gonna trigger a lot of people, but I really don't care. If you're offended, I literally have... I give zero shits. I said, like, Ultimate Offering was a bad card, like, multiple times in the past, and I still stand by that. This card is strictly worse than Ultimate Offering, and Ultimate Offering already sucks, so why would I care about a card that is worse than an already very bad card? So yeah, moral of the story, don't play the shit. Anyways, moving forward into a new card, actually, an actual TCG exclusive. So this is brand new. This card is a Tricorn, the Cacophonous Concert, level 2 Dark Fiend, 0 attack, 0 defense. That makes it synergize with a new Yubel support, because it's a Fiend with no stats. If a monster in your possession is destroyed by battle or by card effect, okay, synergy with Yubel, you can special summon this card from your hand. Konami did this on purpose. They know what they're doing. If this card is sent from the field to the grave, even by link summoning, you can target one monster in your grave with both the same type and attribute as a monster you control. Add the monster to your hand. Okay, that's actually not too bad. My issue is the Unchained monsters. If you're trying to recycle them, they all have like different like attributes from each other. Like there is a fire, and then there's, I mean, like a dark, and then technically water with Shiyama, if you're playing that, which you probably are. It's just like too much diversity in attributes. Like, sure, type, they all have the same, but the first effect is kind of cute, but like, I mean, it's not great, but the second effect is just not good enough. That is my issue. It's still a cute card, and it is a tuner monster. If you want to make some level 12 synchro monsters in Yubel, you can summon this, and then synchro off using Yubel herself, because she's a joke to summon. And then you can also use Infernal Grave Squirmer to revive back the Yubel, and keep doing your Yubel things on top of the Unchained combos. And the level 12 Synchro Pool is infinitely better now than it was before. Now you got Crimson Dragon, Centron Legatia. Yeah, that's about it, but still. it's not too bad. It's not trash. Alright, another wave of TCG only cards, but it's not an archetype. The first one is Swarm of Centipedes. First of all, you are ugly. And second, let's read the card. Level 3 Dark Insect. Okay, if this card is flipped face up, you can target one other monster on the field. Change it to face up attack position or face down defense. Yeah, you can only use this effect once per turn. Once per turn during your main phase, you can change this card to face down defense. Absolute dog shit. Kun be Darble. You're also very ugly. Level 8 Earth Wing Beast Flip effect. Okay, flip, you can special summon one level 5 or higher flip monster from your deck in face down defense except itself. The one thing that I can think of, there is one big flip mod. I think there's two very good flip monsters out there. Pot of Taboos or Pot of Forbidden or whatever, I forgot the name. It has like a bunch of banned cards. It's basically like the original triple tactic talons, but like in a monster. And there's also the Deuce X Crawler or something, which is kind of like a skill drain. Those two monsters are very, very good if you can summon them. And obviously, if you can like flip them on the opponent's turn with the Prediction Princess, Tarot Tray or something, it's also very nice. But it's very gimmicky. Flip monsters are way too slow. Like, way too slow. And I don't think any of these cards help, like, the cause of, like, anything. But yeah, during the battle phase, if this card is in your hand, quick effect, you can target one face down monster on the field, send it to the grave. Would have been nice if instead of sending it to the grave, you could flip it face up, but anyways. And if you do special summon this card in face down defense, you can only use each effect once per turn. Absolute dog shit. Okay, Sunseat Beat, continue spell. If a face-up monster you control is changed to face-down defense, you can target one card on the field, destroy it. If a flip monster you control is flip face-up, even during the damage step, you can target one of them. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to its level, multiplied by 200, and time has been called. You can only use each effect once per turn. I don't even care about these cards. Like, nobody wants more flip effect monsters outside of like the crawler players and the subterror. Not even. Those guys just want more floodgates, honestly. They don't even care about like the flip effects. Like for them, They sometimes forget that the Guru deck is a Subterra deck. It's really just like one or two monsters in the deck. Anyway, Swallow's Calorie, quick play spell. Tribute one Wing Beast monster in your hand or face of field. Add one Wing Beast monster from your deck to your hand with the same level that the tributed monster had. You can only activate one of this card once per turn. A lot of people have been asking me my thoughts on this card because obviously it's the synergy with the Raid Raptor is somewhat there, you know, you can use it on draw phase. Get rid of a Wing Beast monster in your hand and then search a monster with like the same level. You can get rid of like a Fuzzy Lanius and then search a Tribute Lanius or something like that. And then you're going to be triggering the effect of the Fuzzy to search. It's not too bad. My issue is that this is an inherent neg 1. You are using 2 cards to net 1 card in exchange, and realistically, you are not playing through any hand traps with this card. It's not like enemy controller where if you get like impermed on one of your monsters, usually you chain enemy controller, then you play through things. The choke points in the Raid Raptor deck aren't even your freaking Wing Beast monsters anyways. So it's like you're dodging nothing with this. Like it's just like another consistency card, but you might as well just play another extender instead of having to go neg 1. That is my issue. Like, even if you're getting a Tribute Lanius, which is a 1-card combo, all you need to full combo is just 2 monsters anyways. So this card is literally never better, like practically never better than like just a blank card. If you could search like any Winged Beast, like regardless of the level, then it would be decent because even if you like bricked and you have like Heal Eagle, you can get rid of the Heal Eagle and then search like the Tribute, which is actually a 1-card combo. But no, yeah, you can't do that. So I am not a big fan whatsoever. This card could have been infinitely better. And also it had no business being once per turn. Yeah, maybe it's decent in Black Wings, but probably not. We'll see what Kanak has to say about this. Anyways, we've got an Xyz card, which is not an Xyz monster, but an Xyz spell. Xyz Force, normal spell. Send one Xyz card from your deck to the grave, except Xyz Force. Or if an Xyz monster is on the field that has an Xyz monster as material, you can add the Xyz card to your hand instead. My first reflex when reading this card for the first time was, okay, cool, you can search Exoremora now in the Shark deck, because you can go into the Xyz Armor Fortress, and then you can also loop the Remora with the Black Ray Lancer, Dark Knight Lancer, I forgot the name, the rank 7 big dude. So yeah, that's not too bad, but like, who cares? Anyways, during your main phase, except during the turn this card was sent to the grave, you can banish this card from a grave, detach 1 material from an Xyz monster on either field. Oh, then if the detached material was an Xyz monster, you can special summon that monster from a grave, or your okay. Okay, yeah. From your, yeah, alright, in defense, you can only use each effect of Xyz Force once per turn. So the reason why it's actually very interesting that it makes you detach an Xyz material, any material from an Xyz monster on either field, makes it so that, let's just say you're playing against Purely and they break your board, and then they set up like an Expurely Noir with a bunch of materials, you can actually detach the level 1 little kitty. They lose their ability to use the effect of Noir as a quick effect, which is extremely relevant. And if you are playing this in your own deck, this could serve like as a really good extender, and you can actually summon like an Xyz monster from the... I actually laugh every time I see that. It's clearly a typo because it's also like in the card text, as you can see. But yeah, no, it's they messed up here. It's not like the banishment is not a thing. It's like from your banished or your banishment, bro. What the? So yeah, this is very confusing for no reason, and my eyes are bleeding. Anyways, we've got some more cards. Again, very interesting, Bernard. So a new psychic, machine, and cyber support, even though not really because they have like nothing in common, but at the same time, not really because they kind of do indirectly in one deck. And here is where I'm going to give a big shout outs to Mario for actually letting me know about this because I completely forgot. Anyways, the first card is Psychic Processor, level 3 Dark Psychic effect with 0 attack, 1500 defense for strong. Nobody cares because you are an emergency teleport target, and that is the only thing that I personally care about. You can banish this card, you control special summon up to 2 machine, psychic, and or cyber monsters from your hand, and they can attack directly this turn. Yeah, okay, so in other words, you're summoning 2 Cosmo Dark Planet, 2 Cosmo Dark Destroyer with this card. Or you're summoning like a Cosmo and a ship, a pilot, or a pilot and a ship, or like a combination of either two. You can summon a Farm Girl that can attack directly, and then that can search, and then keep going. I do like how this is like a direct like reference to like how the Cosmos interact with each other. It's just like the Cybers look a little weird, but I do agree that Machine, Psychic, and Cybers, they have a lot in common because they're all kind of like digital creatures. Digital monsters, I guess. Like, maybe not Psychic, but the Machine and Cybers are basically kind of like almost the same thing. But anyways, during the standby phase of the next turn after this card was banished, you can add this banished card to your hand. Alright, that's very nice. So you get like infinite recursion, and then you can only use each effect once per turn. Good card, honestly. It's pretty nice. I mean, it's good in Cosmo, but that's about it. I can't really think of any other real legitimate deck that you would want to play this card in, but it doesn't suck. And again, emergency teleport target, so why not? Sure, if you got like an emergency teleport with like a bunch of like big Cosmo monsters in your hand, you can summon a bunch of them in one shot, which is pretty cute. Anyways, now we got Psychic Arsenal, which is a normal spell card. Target one psychic monster you control and pay life points equal to its level multiplied by 200. There is no way this cannot be like a reference to Cosmo, because look at this. Add one machine monster with the same attribute but a higher level from your deck to your hand. Like, if this is not Cosmo support, I don't know what is. Like, literally. During your main phase, except during the turn this card was sent to the grave, you can banish this card from your grave, then target one of each of your banished psychic and machine monsters, place one of them on the bottom of the deck, and if you do, add the other to the hand. Again, quite literally Cosmo support, because your pilots get banished, and then your ships get banished. And then you can only use each effect of Psychic Arsenal once per turn. Both of these cards are fantastic Cosmo support cards, and I honestly am a big fan. I think these are really cool cards. My only issue with this card is that you have to search a machine monster with the same attribute but a higher level than the Psychic monster that you're targeting. So let's say you're targeting like a light pilot, like a Straw Man or Tin Can. You cannot search Dark Destroyer. You would have to target like a Sword Troopers or a Dark Lady in order to do that. So that is the only small inconvenience, because quite clearly the best Cosmo monster is Dark Destroyer. We can all agree on that. And then second place, it's debatable between Tin Can and Dark Lady. Both of them are extremely good. Farm Girl is also up there depending on the context, or Straw Man is also a very good extender. Now we've got Emergency Air Apport. Normal trap target one of your level 5 or lower psychic monsters that is banished from your grave. See, this one says that is banished, not in your banishment. So this card, what is this? Like, deadass, like, look, I'm not making this up, and this is not Yu-Gi-Oh! Org messing up the way they wrote the card. And by the way, this is a TCG exclusive. It's not even like you can say it's a bad translation. Like, this card never existed in the OCG to begin with, unless I'm missing something, but I really don't think so. Yeah, very interesting. But anyways, you revive it, and then that's it. Okay, so this is a trap card that is quite literally worse than Call of the Haunted. So yeah, 0 out of 10. Anyways, this is now going to be the set spoiler for Phantom Nightmare, so every single card, every single rarity, and there's a lot to discuss here. So usually Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, they like to scold Konami for having, you know, all the broken cards as secret rares, but for once, I want to say this is going to be an exception to the rule, where the best cards in the set are not actually secret. There are some good secrets, don't get me wrong, but because of the fact that the best cards are not secret, it's going to make it so Phantom Nightmare, the majority of its value is going to be outside of that, and the ultra rares are going to be the true chase cards. Alright, look at this. Okay, so QCR, whatever. I mean, I don't really have to cover that because it's always a combination of secret and ultra rares. And then there's one that is neither one. It's Magicians of Bonds and Unity. So yeah, that's irrelevant. But yeah, for the secret rares, we've got the first one, Horus, the Black Flame Deity. That card sucks ass. Nobody wants to play it. This is Novox. They just changed the name to Low, which also gives me eye cancer. I hate seeing Low. Like, it's just like, it's low-key disgusting. Anyways, Enigmaster Pagbit. This card would have been nice if Circular didn't get banned because it's really nice in like Cyrus decks in general. If your deck can play Neospace Terahertz, I don't think that's the name of the card. Firewall Dragon, Neo Tempest Terahertz, something like that. This card is one of the good cards that you can send, so I do like it. Or if your deck can play Nadir Servant or Ligma Punishment, and in Centurion, for example, would be nice. You can also place like your monsters from the grave in the Spell and Trap zone as continuous traps, so it doesn't synergize with Snake Eye monsters. Anyways, Goblin Biker Gabon Gao, that is the rank 3 Xyz monster, deserves a spot as a secret rare, but it's not super good. Magispectre Orthrus New, that is the Link to Magispectre monster. It's another very good card, but it's not going to be a chase card, so nobody cares. Like, it's going to be like $10 max. And then, sorry, well, I mean, both of them are going to be super cheap, and Enigmaster Pagbit is going to be like $5. Nobody cares about this card. Novox, however, will be like $50 easy. Goblin Biker Grand Entrance is a normal spell card, and honestly, it's a very good card. So I can see this card being like a solid like $15 to $20. Mutamorphosis is where you can make a lot of money because I think this card is going to be very cheap in just a couple of weeks after like the pre-sale and the sneak peek dies off, all the hype from that, and then you can buy a lot of copies of this card. And in the future, when Joshua Schmidt, and I said when, not if, when Joshua Schmidt will win a YCS with like a runic deck featuring this card, the card will go up in value drastically. It's basically the same thing as like Duality, but honestly, maybe better. It's such a cool card. So it's the exact opposite of Metamorphosis. I made a shorts on it, and I think a video as well. You tribute a fusion or synchro monster, and then you special summon a monster from the deck with the same level as that monster, but on the end phase, it is bounced back to your hand. So you can't summon like Floodgates like Archlord Christia, but you can summon a bunch of really cool cards. And you can tribute the Hugin in order to summon Sprite Blue, and then get your full Sprite combo started. So any runic spell plus this card gets you a lot of interruptions, and I like that a lot, so I think it's a fantastic card. It's just good, honestly. There's like pretty much no drawback to playing this card in Runic Sprite. It's definitely a good addition to your deck. So if you're playing, honestly, any runic-based strategies, you should buy 3 copies of this card when the price will drop, because it will go back up very in the near future. Anyways, this card is one of the best cards in the whole set, but they changed the name from Rumpel Teufel to the Black Goat Laughs, which obviously I can understand why Rumpel Teufel is a difficult name because it's a German name, but the Black Goat Laughs is just like super ugly to look at. No, it's just disgusting, honestly. But yeah, it's a very powerful card. Obviously, it has both an on-field and an engrave effect. It's really good in Labyrinth, but it's also good in other decks. If your deck has a lot of Foolish Burial-esque effects, you're going to be able to get this card in the grave, and it can be a turn skipper against a few strategies. For example, I'm not supposed to say that, but against Silent Forcer, if you can call Skull Guardian against them, like with the on-field effect of this card, they basically can't really ritual summon. They can still summon like the Odd Eye, Spendrum, Graph, and Seravis, but like, oh my god, I don't care. It does nothing. Anyways, Iron Thunder Hammer or something. It's a non-once per turn Solemn Judgment, but it also has like the added effect of destroying every card in the same column as whatever your opponent used, which is very interesting, and it changes the dynamics of playing against back row decks. So just like Infinite Impermanence makes it so that you don't really want to play cards in your opponent's columns, like, I mean, not really cards, but I mean like spell and trap cards in your opponent's spell and trap, occupied spell and trap columns. This is going to be like very similar, but the other way around. Like this time you almost want to do it so that if your opponent negates one of your cards, you're also destroying some other cards in the process. And finally, we've got Vados, the Eruption Dragon of Extinction, which is like a hand shop for field spells. It's a decent card. I think it's really cool against Kashtira because you're also giving them a monster, so you are double cucking them. You're getting rid of their field spell, and you are making it so that they have a monster so that they can't summon their Kashtiras, which is basically full combo against them. I mean, yeah, no, yeah, you could give them the stupid dolphin, like the Echo, click and Echo, and then that's already like Exodia. But yeah, this is basically the same thing. But it's also good against, like, not really Fire King, because you have to destroy the field spell, and obviously Sanctuary can protect it, which is a little annoying. If you had to, like, send the field spell to the grave, this would be like an instant 3 of in the side deck. Anyways, Goblin Biker Dog Charger for the ultra rares now. This is the very good one that searches the spell and trap cards, so it's a great card. Snake Eyes Populous. They changed the name to Poplar, which makes me bleed from my eyes. It's actually the most disgusting thing ever. But yeah, no, this card is extremely overpowered. I mean, it's probably the best card of the year up until now. Maybe tied with Promethean Princess, which is the this card right here. These two cards are going to be the true chase cards of Phantom Nightmare by a long shot, because Phantom Nightmare is the second Power Fire set of, this ongoing year, you know, not really 2024, but 2023, 2024. The first one was Age of Overlord. Phantom Nightmare is basically just Age of Overlord version 2. But yeah, just these two cards, they will be extremely expensive as ultra rares for sure. And then Saphira, insane card as well. I don't know what the hell this is, but I don't really care. This is interesting in Salamangreat and Sprite, so keep an eye out on that. Skull Guardian, very good card as well, but it's a 2 of in the Silent Forcer deck. Jubel, das ewig Liebe Dexter, something like that. I forgot the name in German, but they changed it to the Loving Defender Forever, which is, I think the exact translation in German. Maybe they messed it up. I don't know. You guys in the... You German guys, you let me know if Konami did a good job with translating that. The word loving was a part of the German name. Because I don't speak German, but I do know some words. And yeah, Liebe obviously means love, so yeah, I know that at least. Raid Raptor Rising Rebellion Falcon, Ultra Rare, that's pretty nice. Magispectre Draco Ryu, that's the rank 4 monster. It's also a very good card. Goblin Biker Grand Bash, I actually have no idea what the hell this one is. Psychic Processor, I don't care. Priestess of the Ashen City, that's the level 4 monster that searches. It's actually hilarious how a Stratos can suck ass and still be ultra. It's so funny. And then the actual good card, the Quick Play, the good card that locks you under Pyro only, is an ultra as well. Yeah, very hilarious. Haha, Ruffle. For the supers, we've got Spirit of Yubel, decent card, Samsara D. Lotus. This is Monkey D. Luffy, it's basically his brother. Raid Rapture Bloom Vulture, fantastic card. I'm not biased. Stop looking at me like that. White Sardine, this card probably sucks. Yes, no. Goatee cards are dog shit. Seravis, the main deck one. They're both main deck monsters. Yeah, accent, shut up. Aroma Lilith, Rosalina, stop playing this deck. Oh my god, it's so ugly. Land cards are bad. Except in Europe. Magispectre Porcupine, Yamarashi. This card's insane. It's really good. Emissary from the House of Wax. Some people are playing it in the OCG. I think it's Copium, but whatever. Aroma Lilith, Magnolia. Yes. Raid Rapture Brave Strix, good card. No, yes, no, yes, and, okay, I'm getting tired. Alright, so that's it for this video. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. And I will see you guys eventually. Peace.